Yeah, it's your boy Fist in his house, bringing another great edition of Black Ops 2 for me to you, because that's what I do. Ground war domination, 9v9 on your favorite map. Raid. I mean, no, the reason I know in my last video I was like, let's see some new maps and stuff like that, and I've been showing new maps. We did a lot. We did a bunch of new maps, and also I would like to thank El Presador for you 700 new subscribers coming over from his channel. Been a long time friend of him. Thanks a lot for doing a guest commentary on your channel, which means a lot to me. I am going to try to get some other people to guest commentate on my channel on some gameplays. I talked to Shakedown, Market J, you know, I talked to Thunder and some other people, you know, trying to start a new thing, you know, get some variety going here so that way you can see like different people's takes on gameplay and whatnot. And somebody said, should I do a breakdown of El Presador? I mean, yeah, I should do some of those gameplays, but I said I was going to do this one. This was the Naked PDW, and the one difference between this video and the previous videos before this one was the fact that I was trading dexterity for flinching, yeah, toughness is basically what it's called. I don't know, they changed the names on these perks. It's funny when you listen to other people do their commentaries, they'll use the name that they were most comfortable with. And I think that comes from the game that they enjoyed the most at the time. So it could have been like, you know, Black Ops 1, World at War, whichever game you came into the series liking. And what I want to say about the PDW is that even though I said in the second video of the Naked Gun series when we talked about this, it wasn't in the regards to, you know, things change. You know, just like when David Vonderhaar adds buffs and hotfixes to the games, that changes the landscapes of the game. So like, for example, you know, you might have like a video from your favorite commentator shooting at a wall and telling you, oh, this gun is this and this is the way this gun is. But then like a week later, the gun changes based on the hotfixes. So, you know, everybody has a niche, what they do here on YouTube. And I hope that when you watch my gameplay, is that I'm continuously growing with Black Ops 2. I think it's the very first game out of all the games in the series where I haven't looked back. Like, I haven't looked back to like play Modern. I haven't even thought about Modern Warfare 3. I mean, I thought about Call of Duty 4 maybe like once or twice, but I haven't just wanted to post any of the other gameplays because I think this game takes a long time to play for somebody to make a review on it. It's not one of those games where you're like, okay, here's the FAMAS AK-74U, that's it, that's the game. No, I think when you listen to pros like Optic Nadeshot and you listen to other people who digest the game out there in the community, you come to the conclusion that if you play the game as much as those guys do, you know, their interpretation or their summary, subjective summary on their style is not the same as yours. And you know, you can hear that from the smart players. Like the smart players will tell you, or the smart commentators will tell you, that it's subjective based on your style of gameplay. So that leads me to my next thing. You know, this weapon with the PDW and me not using me using dexterity over flinching, or over flinching and flinching over dexterity, you know, those are the things that you have to think about, because based on how you play, that's going to work out for you. And it even includes what game types. That's why I want Call of Duty to be more specific to how this game is set up. You know, like tactical insertion and 6v6 team deathmatch. Some of the stuff in this game needs to have refined common sense Treyarch logic installed into the game. There could be so much more that can be whittled down to the perfection of this game, you know, being a more smooth running experience, and it's not. So those are the things you don't see those things until you get, like, it's kind of like a surgeon. You don't really see the problem until, you know, you get down to the heart and you look inside and you see there's plaque in the vein, and that's why this person's having chest pains. I mean, you literally have to get inside to see everything from the perspective of pro players, from the perspective of developers, from the perspective of other YouTubers. I watch everybody's videos. So when you come to my channel, I think it's the closest full comprehensive review that is a living guy on YouTube daily that you can apply to the game today and it'll work. That's the difference between my channel and a lot of channels out there. You know, I'll watch everybody's, you know, I'll watch Nayshot, I'll watch Scumpy, I watch some of Drifters, I watch some of Wing stuff. You know, I watch everybody that, you know, I find there's certain parts of their subjective view of the game, and then I dissect what they're saying and I apply it to my game, and then I tell you my subjective opinions on the game. And I think they're pretty accurate based on how I play and what I play. So I play like Ground War Domination, Ground War period, which is you gotta think about it. Ground War is a very competitive playlist. Out of 300,000 people at any given moment, the max you'll see in there is between 7 and 15,000 people, which isn't much. So, you know, the reason being is because you have a lot of YouTube try-hard people trying to get videos. So you're going to get a lot of top-notch quality in those playlists most of the time. Whereas you go into a team deathmatch gameplay at 6v6, there's less to look around, you know, there's less to control. The connections are going to be better because there's less people in the game, and there's more people in that playlist. So you're going to get a lot different types of, you know, variables that you have to account for. So you have to listen to what people are actually saying, like, okay, is this guy playing the same gameplay am I playing? What type of evidence, what type of video evidence is he giving me? Is it actual in-game, online, player-to-player gameplay evidence is this person giving me? Is it from 4v4 pro play gameplay? Is it from shooting at the wall gameplay? Is it this, that? You know, these are the things, like, I compute everything for you because, listen, I go through all this so that way when I give you something, it'll actually work in the game. Now, all my information is based off of 50,000 kills. So that means I have a lot of experience. Would it translate to somebody that doesn't have that many kills? Maybe not. So the thing is like, the information I'm giving you is as much as subjective, practical, useful as the next guy. So, you know, these are the things, you know, you have to look at where the realm that I'm in. I'm like, if you do a process of elimination, is he pro? No, I'm not classified as pro. I never got paid for it. Is he been on YouTube forever? Has he played every Call of Duty? Yes, he pretty much knows all the Call of Duties. Does he have 50,000 kills plus in that game? Yes, that's pretty good. You know, okay, I understand. So basically he knows what he's talking about. This is all the information that I like to gather when I'm listening to somebody. You know, these are the things. So, these last couple of gameplays have been 6v6. This one's a 9v9. You know, I think the major differences are between dexterity and flinching. Which one do you want to use? I say depending on your team. If you got a team that's like, you know, if you got a team that's flipping people really fast and they camp out, then you want to use dexterity to get into those spots when you get over to that area. Do you have a team that's not, you know, moving quite as well and you can get away with toughness and you like to rush in and battle people one-on-one in multiple targets? Yes, put on flinching so you can handle that situation and not have your gun reeling up in the air. So those are the advice I like to give you. I think the PDW is like maybe my top 3, with the Vector and the MP7 Nugget. You don't have to use them that way, but if you want to use the perks instead of the attachments, I'm telling you it could work like this. That's the information I am passing on to you, and I hope you can take that. And if you like to play Call of Duty as much as I do, and you like to play the game types that I like, then this can translate to you. And I appreciate all my new subs and all the information that I can pass on to you. Please take the time, show some love, share my links around, tell people about me, come over to Twitter and say hi, and we'll see you Voicemail Mondays. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace. I'm out.